Hello students and learners. Today we are going to learn about very interesting topic which is called as assignment. An assignment problem is a particular case of transportation problem where the objective is to assign number of resources to an equal number of activities so as to minimize the total cost or to maximize the total profit for the allocation. The problem of assignment arises because available resources such as manpower, machines, etc. have a varying degree of efficiency for performing different activities. Therefore, cost, profit or loss of performing different activities is different. So, how should the assignment be made so as to optimize the given objective is the task in front of the managers. We will learn the entire thing in upcoming videos. First of all, we will start with basics of matrix. So this is how we denote a matrix: opening square bracket and closing square bracket, and below the square bracket we are writing m by n, where m is number of rows and n is equal to number of columns. Consider one example. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 rows and 1, 2. There are 2 columns. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So this is a matrix which is 3 by 2 matrix, and these are elements in the matrix. Consider another example. Here the elements are 4 minus 8, 2 minus 7. So as there are 1 and 2 rows and 1 and 2 columns. So this is 2 by 2 matrix, that is 2 rows and 2 columns. We can easily say that the matrix can be divided into 2 categories. One is square matrix, where the rows and columns are exactly equal, and another is rectangular matrix, where number of rows is not equal to number of columns. So this is example of rectangular matrix and this is example of square matrix. So similarly we can have 3 by 3 matrix, 4 by 4 matrix. In 4 by 4 matrix there will be 4 rows and 4 columns. Now we will directly solve one example based on assignment. There are 2 types of assignment problem. One is minimization problem and another is maximization problem. If the given entities are in cost, time, working hours, etc., which we need to minimize, then such type of problem is of minimization. And if the given entities are profit, sales, runs and revenues, etc., naturally we need maximum sales, maximum profit, etc. So such type of problems where profit, runs, revenues, etc. are given, such problems are of maximization. And if nothing is specified, then we will assume that that problem is of minimization and we will solve such type of problems accordingly. So take this problem. Here P, Q, R, S are workers and A, B, C, D are jobs. Given figures in the matrix are given in hours. So as hours are given, this problem is of minimization because we have to do assignment in such a way that total operating hours are minimum. So we have to assign various jobs to various workers. Now first step is you have to just see how many rows and how many columns are there. As there are 4 rows and 4 columns, this is a square matrix. So 4 rows and 4 columns. So this is an example of square matrix. Now we will directly solve the problem. Now step number 1. What is step number 1? Step number 1 is rows are reduced. So rows are reduced. Write down PQRS ABCD as it is. And now consider first row. How many elements are there in first row? 4 elements. 60, 66, 63 and 69. Now consider the smallest element in the first row. Which is the smallest element? Right. 60 is the smallest element. Now select this 60 and subtract the smallest element from each and every element from that particular row. That means 60 minus 60, 0. 66 minus 60, 63 minus 60 and 69 minus 60. So 66 minus 60 I will write down as 6. 63 minus 60 I will write down as 3. And 69 minus 60 I will write down as 9. Similarly, consider now second row. In second row, smallest element is 59. So 59 minus 59, 67 minus 59, 62 minus 59 and 70 minus 59. So new row is as 0, 8, 3 and 11. Similarly, now consider third row, smallest element is 52. So the improved version is 0, 8, 14 and 24. Similarly, consider last row. In the last row, smallest element is 56. So 56 minus 56, 64 minus 56, 65 minus 56 and 63 minus 66. So the new matrix or last row in the new matrix is 0, 8, 9 and 7. So first step is completed. Now step number 2, columns are reduced. In this step, again write PQRS ABCD as it is and consider first column and second column, third column and fourth column. So I will start with second column first. In the second column there are 4 elements 6, 8, 8, 8. Now which is the smallest element? 6 is the smallest element. So subtract this element from each and every element in the particular row. Sorry, in particular column. So 6 minus 6, 6, 8 minus 6, that is 2, 8 minus 6, 2 and 8 minus 6, that is again 2. As consider first column, all the elements are 0. So 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, everything will be 0. Now consider third column, smallest element is 3. So 3 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 14 minus 3 and 9 minus 3. That comes out to be 0, 0, 11 and 6. And consider last column, 7 is the smallest element. So 9 minus 7, 2, 4, 17 and 0. So this is how we have completed step number 1, rows are reduced, and step number 2, columns are reduced. Now next part is we have to draw lines. Why we are going to draw lines? Whatever we got from the rows reduce and column reduce, this is our improved matrix. We are going to check whether this matrix we have found is an optimum matrix or not. To find whether this matrix is optimum or not, we have to draw lines. How we are going to draw lines? This matrix is 4 by 4 matrix. So we are in search of 4 zeros. 4 zeros should be there in a particular row or column. So can we find 4 zeros along with a particular row or along with any particular column? Yes. Horizontally and vertically search. So here in the first column there are 4 zeros. Here it is 1 0, 2 zeros and 1 0. Here 3 zeros are there, 2 zeros, 1 0 and 2 zeros are there. So we are in search of 4 zeros. So we have found 4 zeros in first column. So I will draw a vertical line covering all the 4 zeros. So I will draw a vertical line. So these 4 zeros are covered now. Now I will find again 4 zeros. Where I am finding 4 zeros? No. So I am not finding 4 zeros. So I will reduce this count by 1 and I will search for 3 zeros. Can I find 3 zeros? Earlier there were 3 zeros in the first row. But as this 0 is covered now, I will not consider this 0. So without considering these zeros, can you find 3 zeros? Here there are 3 zeros, but they are not in a particular row or column. There should be vertically or horizontally. Okay, so there are no 3 zeros. Can I find 2 zeros? Yes, I can find 2 zeros here in the first row and here in the third column. So I can draw a horizontal line, I can draw a vertical line, depends on me. So I will draw a vertical line covering these 2 zeros. Now can I find 2 zeros? After this, no, I cannot find 2 zeros. So I will reduce this count by 1 and I will search for now 1 0. Can I find 1 0? Yes. 1 0 is here, 1 0 is here. So for covering this 0, I can draw a vertical line or I can draw a horizontal line, depends on the student. So here I will draw a vertical line. Here also for covering this 0, I can draw a vertical line or I can draw a horizontal line. Here for change, I will draw a horizontal line. It doesn't make any difference. If you draw a vertical line, then also good. So how many lines are drawn? Just count. Line number 1, line number 2, line number 3 and line number 4. So total I have drawn 4 lines. So as we got 4 lines, now we will write number of lines drawn 4 and order of matrix, that is 4 rows and 4 columns. So order of matrix is 4. So as number of lines drawn are 4 is exactly equal to order of matrix, the matrix is optimum. So we got optimum matrix. Now we will work on this optimum matrix and we will find the assignment. If the number of lines drawn are 3, which is less than order of matrix, that is 4, then we have to use Hungarian method. Such type of problem I will explain in my next video. For time being, this is a simple problem. So here in the first attempt only we got number of lines drawn as 4 and order of matrix is equal to 4. So now we got optimum matrix and we will again work on this optimum matrix. So I am rewriting this optimum matrix that we got. Now what is our next task is you have to search for alone 0. What is the definition of alone 0? A 0 is called as alone 0 if that 0 is alone in particular row or in particular column. If that 0 is alone in particular row or in particular column, such type of 0 is called as alone 0 and we are searching for alone 0. Can we say that this 0 is alone? Yes, because this 0 is alone in this column. Can we say that this 0 is alone 0? No, because this 0 is not alone in row as well as this is not alone in column. In row it is having 2 neighbors, in column also it is having 1 neighbor. So this is not alone 0. So we are in search of alone 0. So one by one just check all the rows and then check all the columns. Wherever you are getting this alone 0, capture this 0. So consider first row, no alone 0. Consider second row, no alone 0. Then third row. In the third row, I am getting this 0 as alone 0. So I am capturing this. Once I capture this 0, along with its row and along with its column, whatever zeros are there, I will permanently delete those zeros. So once I capture this, along the row there are no zeros, but along the column there are 3 zeros. So I will permanently delete those zeros. After that, my search is going on. I will go for the fourth row. In the fourth row, now this is deleted permanently. That's why this 0 is alone. So I will capture this 0. Once I capture this 0, along with row already deleted, along with column there are no zeros. Okay. So I will go again by searching the column. First column already captured. Now consider second column. I got a alone 0 in second column. So I will capture this. Once I capture this 0, along the row, this 0 is there. So I will permanently delete. Along the column, there are no zeros. So I will go in the third column. In the third column, I found 1 0, which is alone because its neighbor is already deleted. So I will capture this. So there are 4 zeros should be captured. As this order of matrix is 4 rows and 4 columns. So I am searching for total 4 zeros and I got 4 zeros. Again, we can check that in every row, minimum 1 0 is captured. There should not be any row or any column where the zeros are not captured. So in first row 1 0 is captured, second row 1 0, third row 1 0, fourth row 1 0. So in all rows zeros are captured. Similarly, check all columns. In all columns 1 0 should be captured. Minimum 1 0 should be captured. So here 1 0 is captured, 1 0 is captured, 1 0 is captured, 1 0 is captured. So we can say that we are near to the final solution. Now whatever captured 0 we got, this is our final assignment. That is A is assigned to Q, B is assigned to R, C is assigned to P and D is assigned to S. So write down that. A is assigned to Q, B is assigned to R, C is assigned to P and D is assigned to S. Also go back to your original matrix and find out the values. Whatever values are given in the original matrix, in the combination of AQ, BR, CP and DS, write down those values here. So in the original problem, A and Q. So combination of AQ was 66. So I will write down AQ as 66. Similarly, from the original matrix we got BR as 62, CP as 52 and DS as 63. So write down these values and make a summation of these. So 66 plus 62 plus 52 plus 63, that comes out to be 243 hours. So this is our final assignment. A is assigned to Q, B is assigned to R, C is assigned to P and D is assigned to S. So these A, B, C, D are jobs and P, Q, R, S are workers. So these workers are assigned to the jobs. These workers are assigned to the jobs and total minimum hours, working hours are 243 hours. Thank you.